Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. All right, everybody, welcome. How you doing? This is Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks, and I am here to make a drink with you. We are here on the last Monday show of the year, the last Rum Monday show, and so I figured I'm going to be leaving you guys for a little bit. You know, there's going to be a week where we just won't be together. Now, I do want to remind you, there is a Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks Facebook page. If you guys want to meet over there and say hi, to be very honest, I don't exactly know how to get on that thing, but I think Kyle can tell me. I think Kyle's pretty big on Facebook. We'll figure that out. Anyway, so what I wanted to do, I just wanted to make a drink today with a rum that I don't think many people have. I think you should have it, but I don't think many people have it. And we're going to turn that into a great cocktail called a Swizzle. Swizzle just encompasses about everything you can think of. Basically a punch, but it's a punch that does a little dance like this. That's the Swizzle punch dance. Get yourself a punch, make yourself a Swizzle with a dance. That's what we're doing. I want to show you guys basically how to improvise a cocktail, because that's what we're going to be doing today. So get ready. All right. Hold on to your butts, as they say from one of my favorite movies of all time, Jurassic Park 1. Let me say hello over here to Shawnee Baker. Good evening. Oh, we got Christmas. What do you call these things? What do you call these things? Bubbles. These are Christmas bubbles. Do they look real Christmassy? They promised me Christmas bubbles. Let me say hello to Bon Bon. She's having a little bit of mint tea tonight. Love that. Good for you. Staying straight for the holidays. We got a lot going on. What's a Swizzle? A plastic stick? No. Good to see you, Bootopia, first of all. No. A Swizzle is a punch that does a dance, and I will show you what the dance is. Bootopia saying, what can he do to make with his ED? I'm guessing that's El Dorado 12-year. Well, Bootopia, you can make this cocktail. Absolutely. It might be pretty good in this cocktail. Or everybody else seems to be giving you all kinds of suggestions. One of those is probably good too. Watching those carbs, though, either way. Let's see. Oh, there is Tiki Tom Hubbard. Good to see you, pal. Kyle Tender, calling all cushions. It's time. The time has come, my little ones, to talk of exactly this thing. Oh, here we go. Moose. Espen, the Moose. Good to see you, pal. Moose, king of the forest. Always a pleasure, my friend. Never a chore. Hopefully you are staying at peace with all the mooses. But if you're not, I understand. Moose get in your way, and they have to end. How has the original Swizzle stick? Is it worth buying one? I imagine that's not the question you want to ask. How has an original? Do I have an original Swizzle stick? No, I do not. I am instead going to be using something else to enact the flavor. We'll talk all about it here in a second. What does Pee Wee say? Please tell your questions until I'm through. Bootopia, that video with Kush spraying lighter fluid everywhere is scary. I'll tell you the story about that real quick. That takes place in a bar every year that I used to. It's the first bar I ever worked at in Los Angeles, called the Room Hollywood. That is, excuse me, that is for something called Sinatra Night. Getting choked up thinking about it. Every year for Sinatra Night, I would light the bar on fire at midnight up until I stopped working for that company. And if you want to go to Sinatra Night, it is tomorrow. at the Room Hollywood. You can go to the Room Hollywood on their Instagram page, and you can find ways to do that. Paul Belnardo, unfortunately, sober Monday. Well, that's all right. You'll be okay. Oh, here's the low carb cocktail guy. Low carb cocktail guy will be here to tell you how to do this drink, but with less carbs or no carbs. We don't know. Isn't there a wooden one right in front of you? There is. Oh, I guess this is kind of a wooden swizzle stick. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. I promise. We're about to get into what we're going on. Okay. Why don't we do that now? Why don't we get into it now? The Swizzle. The national drink of Bermuda is the Swizzle. It is, like I said earlier, the Swizzle is just a punch that can dance. Now, when I talk about dancing, we're going to take a swizzle stick. I like my metal swizzle stick, pretty good, but you can also get one of these guys, a wooden swizzle stick. The correct way to do it is neither one of these, though. What you want to do is go to an allspice tree. You want to reach up where the allspice trees, and you want to just crack like a stick off of it. And the stick usually has these little prongs, and that's how we get that motion going. It's meant to mix the drink. Also, the allspice will impart just a little bit of flavor. So, since I do not have an allspice tree growing anywhere near my residence, I do not live anywhere near Barbados or any island. Catalina, sort of, I suppose. But I don't live anywhere near an island that grows allspice. We are instead just going to supplement our allspice with a little bit of allspice dram. Very, very simple. Don't worry too much if you can't make a genuine swizzle because you don't have a genuine allspice swizzle stick. Just get yourself some allspice dram. You should have it in your possession right now at this time of year. Anyway, so there we go. A swizzle stick from a palmat leaf right in my biological. Yes, I don't know. Bonbon swizzle stick from a palmate leaf, right? My biological friends. Bonbon, I have lost it. I don't know what that means. I don't know why I focused on that. Okay. Let's get into it. Why do I like this cocktail so much? Well, because I don't need to shake nothing. Instead of shaking, we're going to make it dance. That's it. No shaking, dancing. Let's begin. I was given this bottle, like all my good gifts that I receive. I was given this half-empty bottle. Now, that's fair. That's fine. Nothing like a used gift every once in a while. But I was given this bottle by a very good friend of mine, very good friend of the show, a guy named the Rum Champion. Brian, I got to see Brian today. If you're interested in seeing Brian and I hang out on screen, tune in on Friday to Mixed Cocktail Hour. I got to see him and the delightful Emily Gosling. So that's why we're a little slower today. But this is a rum called Maiden Voyage. It is a bottle select from Brian. So Brian barrel select. Brian basically goes into different ageries, distilleries, where they're aging the rum, and he tastes that rum, and he says, you know what? I select that barrel. And you know what they call that? Barrel select. That's what barrel select is. If you are interested in buying any of this, I'll just give you guys all the stuff right here. He does this stuff called the Rum Curious Club. Pretty nice. But you can buy it at Showcase Wine and Spirits in California. Sorry to everybody else that isn't in California. Unfortunately, it's going to be tough to get this stuff yet. But if you're in California and you're looking for a really fun rum, this is a really fun rum, and we're going to be using it today. So let's begin. I'm going to start. Pop that off. It's been a big day. Why don't we start off with 2 ounces of some rum. Now, when I'm saying rum, I want something that's going to stand up. Please do not use sugarcane vodka. All right? That has its place in a lot of great things. Not today, though. This thing definitely stands up. Let's see, what's the ABV on it? 115% alcohol. It is a Oh, 100, sorry, 115 proof. 57.6% alcohol. Put your rum in. 2 ounces. This is very nice. Brian, if you're watching anytime, this is very nice. I appreciate it. When you're making a cocktail like this, it's nice if there is a rhyme that goes along with it. And it turns out there freaking is. The rhyme goes 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong, 4 of weak, and a little spice to make it all nice. Now, this is a pretty heavy rum, so we don't need to put a whole 3 ounces of this rum in here. 2 ounces of that rum should do us real nicely. But that then means that we're going to have to go through the rest of this rhyme and get the rest of these things in. 1 of sour. Super nice. Low carb cocktail guy, got it. Bacardi is a very good vodka. It's a wonderful, lovely vodka. Oh, what's the carb count on it? Low carb cocktail guy. Do we know the carb count? I like that one. I like that one too. It's pretty darn funny. What's the carb count on that? Do we know? We're gonna find out. Take a knife right here. We're gonna squeeze this the right way. So when we're squeezing limes by hand, I'm gonna cut the third off. Ooh. I don't like the look of that. Little tree disease. We're going to go ahead and cut this lime right here. We're going to cut it like that. Oh, way better. Ooh. Oh. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for that little bit in there. Slice this around here. Perfect. 1 of sour. Take this, squeeze it in by hand. Oh boy, oh boy. Squeezing. Little ASMR. For gold, for silver and gold, black, 3 per 2 ounces. That's pretty good to know. Oh, let me say hello to Megan. I know a lot of you got your books from Megan. If you ordered the book while the show was going on, which some of you did, and I appreciate that, you did get a signed copy from myself. So hopefully that was something you wanted. Otherwise, I am incredibly sorry about ruining your book. If you want, I will send you another one. But I thought maybe you guys might like a signed copy. Okay. 1 of sour. We need 2 of sweet. The sweet can be freaking anything you want, right? The sweet, as long as it's the sweet that you like, you want to put some honey in here, I say go for it. You want to put some cane sugar in here, I say go for it. You want to put just a lollipop in here? Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't. I'm going to do some sweets that I'm really into right now. One is this stuff. This is pineapple juice. I, of course, juiced a whole pineapple the other day and am afraid that I'm not going to get through all this pineapple juice. I don't know if you guys know this. Pineapple is meat eating. So while you're eating a pineapple, because we are made of meat, the pineapple is technically eating you right back. So careful about how much pineapple juice you're eating. But we're not going to put that much in here. Let's put in 2 ounces of some pineapple juice. Some nice, fresh, delicious pineapple juice. Low carb cocktail guy is asking for a green apple Jolly Rancher simple syrup. You can do that. Honestly, the low carb cocktail guy, it might be a little bit off brand, but wait. How many carbs in a sweet green apple thing? We got to find out. Lots, I assume. Next thing we want to put in here is some of this. Now, I spent a little bit of time making this. Hopefully, you guys will watch my interview and show with Emily Gosling on youtube.com/mixcocktailhour soon. But this is something that I don't really explain a ton on that show. So since we're all here, we're all friends. This right here is something called raspberry gum syrup. We have made pineapple gum syrup in the past. We have made just regular gum syrup. For the first time ever, I wanted to get into the berry gum syrups. Same basic situation, sous vide it, throw it into a sous vide bag and let it cook. Get all of that gum arabic to mix into the raspberries. It's going to thicken up those raspberries. It is also going to thicken up the syrup, and it is going to give you a much more like creamy feel on your syrups. That's what I wanted in this. I have it, and I'm not going to be able to get through all of this before Christmas, so we are hustling to get it done. We're trying to put it into everything we can. So we're going to go ahead and put in 3/4 of an ounce of some raspberry gum syrup. Excellent. Looking real good. Looking like an island Mai Tai currently. That pineapple sort of sits up here and the rest of it's there. I want to give this a little spice. We're going to give this 2 different spices. One spice is this guy. This is called Dram. It's called Allspice Dram. A little bit of this goes a long way. And normally when we are swizzling and we are using an allspice swizzle, we're getting just a little bit of the allspice flavor. Okay? But we don't, this is just I think this is pine or something. Balsa maybe. We just want a little bit of allspice dram, so we're just going to take a little bit here and drip drop it in. If you want to use some pimento dram instead, that is fine. I will allow it. That is up to you, however you want to do that. Also, why not? Come on, what are we doing here today? We're going to put in this right here. This is a Barbados ingredient, a Barbadian ingredient. We're going to go ahead and put just a little bit of velvet falernum in here. Again, a little bit of this stuff in this drink is going to go a very long way. So nice and easy. There we go. Lots and lots of sweet. So 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong. We got all that rum in here. 4 of weak. 4 of weak. The weak we are putting in here, you can, if you want to, put some tea in here. We are, though, going to do something different. We are just going to weaken this by adding lots and lots of ice. Now, hilariously, moments before this whole thing started, my crushed ice maker decided, you know what? I'm going to go on Christmas vacation too. Apparently very religious, my crushed ice maker. So I had to give it some time off. We are instead going to crush ice the old-fashioned way, using a Lewis ice bag and whacking it. So should I turn the thing down? I'm gonna whack it for a minute. You guys tell me if it's too loud, and then if it is, I can adjust the sound here. But let's get to whacking, shall we? Any reviews? Thoughts? Okay. I feel like I have obliterated this ice. What we're about to find out, though, is that never works as well as I think it does. And I've spilled some. Okay. Pour this in. There we go. Don't worry that we have a little more ice than we do liquid. That is just fine because we're about to get Swizzling. There we go. The Swizzle is more or less just a punch who can dance. And that is what we're going to do here. We are going to teach this punch to dance. We're going to get our Swizzle stick deep in here. It's all the way down here. And then, like Karate Kid 2, The Return of Miyagi, we want to get this going, and we want to just swizzle it back and forth. See you, Megan. That's it. It's a punch that can dance. We're going to put a little bit more ice in here. We want it to go sort of over the top if we can, because we want just a little bit more decoration. We have a lot of, there we go. We already have a lot of spices in here. Allspice, literally every spice. And falernum both have a lot of spices, but it's nice to give this just a little bit of decoration. I think that the Peychaud's bitters do very well for that. This is a well-used bottle of Peychaud's. This is already a kind of red drink, but Peychaud's is a slightly different red. So we're just going to take some of these and drip them right on top. And there you have it. That right there, my friends, is a wonderful, easy cocktail. Does it have a name? Right now, we're calling it the Kush Swizzle. You can make this swizzle, though, however the freak you want to. Just make sure that you are following the rules. 1 of sour, so you want a little less sour than you have sweet. With this one, since I was putting in pineapple juice, pineapple can sometimes be acidic. So there's some dance moves you can do here too. You know, you can juck and jive around some of the conventions. But this right here is 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong. So you're going to need to put in a bunch of booze. 4 of weak. You're going to need to put in some water. And then a little spice to make it all nice. Just find the flavorings that you like. Hello. Let me just say hello real quick to Glenn. How are you? Glenn the dad. Yes. Glenn the dad. If you guys haven't watched it yet, I kept the original version up of my dad and I doing a show. We made some cocktails and hung out. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Since it's called the Kush Swizzle, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to use a already spent lime, put it up here as if that's an okay thing to do. I think it is. Otherwise, you're just wasting a bunch of lime. I don't want you to squeeze more lime into this cocktail. It's already got plenty of lime. We're going to drop this in. And thus it was. And there we have it. There we go. Glenn, you rock. That's very nice. My Glenn is Santa. You guys got to see a picture of what he looks like. It's a bit of a ghost of Christmas future for me. Very good Santa. Okay. Cheers. Follow that particular recipe. 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong, 4 of weak, and a little spice to make it all nice. And I promise you, you will have a difficult time messing this cocktail up. This is a wonderful, easy cocktail. You can make it in much bigger batches. 1 bottle of sour, 2 bottles of sweet, 3 bottles of strong, 4 bottles of weak, and a lot of spice to make a lot of niceties. And you have yourself a Christmas to remember. So that's what we got right there. I'm going to do something real quick, if you guys don't mind. I'm trying to get better at streamlining my thumbnails. they take a long time, and I don't think that they're working. So I'm just going to give this a second. We're going to take a beauty shot of it. So let me get my hands out of the way. There we go. That should be enough time. Yes, for shorts. We need to make the shorts. Okay. I think that's it, guys. I think we've done it. I want to. Let me tell you about the rest of this week. We have something tomorrow. I am going to be here tomorrow doing Tiki Tuesday. We're making, although this was fairly Tiki-esque as well, we're going to be doing something for Tiki Tuesday tomorrow. After that, the last show before the Christmas break is going to be on Saturday. We do have a very special guest, a requested guest. People have asked if I would bring this person back on. I do want to apologize for all of you cruise heads. It is not cruise. But it is another well-requested guest. They will be here on Saturday, hanging out. And then after that, we will take a week off. There may be a surprise show in there at some point. When I travel, people seem to want me to jump on and do a show with them. Hopefully, we will get a surprise show in there. But if not, the Saturday, let me just check the calendar real quick. Saturday the 30th. Saturday the 30th will be the final show of the year. It has to be. There's only one day after that, and that's a Sunday. We don't do shows on Sunday. Saturday the 30th will be the cushtender, Dr. Kush's Exotic State of the Bar address, where we will be discussing what the new year will handle, what the new year will bring us. If you guys have any suggestions for what you would like, what we're doing too much of, what we're not doing enough of, please let me know that day, or even better, before, so that I can put it in to the State of the Bar address. This is very serious. I will be dressing up for it, so I would suggest that you guys also dress up for the State of the Bar address. Consider it to be very much like the president is speaking. Whether let's not say president, like some movie star that we all like Ryan Gosling. Just imagine Ryan Gosling as speaking and giving you guys information that you want to hear. Just assume at this point that I'm Ryan Gosling and dress up for that like that. So whatever questions you guys have or suggestions you guys have for that. That's it. That's it. We've done it. This is a Swizzle, and you guys are the greatest. Until tomorrow, let us be happy and merry and bright. And I hope that all of your evenings from now on are very, very bright. Oh, and I think this is working. Oh, real quick. Sorry. I promised you guys I would show you this, and then I didn't. I forgot all about it. Does anybody remember from the... Sorry, I know now I'm just rambling. Anybody remember when I was talking to you guys about I was in the show that Tammy just did at Apotec? This is the picture I was talking to you guys about. That's me at Apotec, and I just want you to notice this guy. Anybody remember that guy from the show? It's tough to see him right there. I'll post it somewhere else, but he was not excited to have me there. That's it. Until next time, I will see you guys then. And as always, dang it. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye. save your questions until I'm through. Bye! I know you are, but what am I? Are you Dr. Jinga Janga?
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
My father gave me a small loan of $1 million.
Goodbye.